Are we live? It looks like we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pop Culture Asylum. I'm your host, Gabriel. I hope everyone had a great day today. I definitely did, for the most part, and I hope the people are watching also had a great day as well. Now, there's something I want to address today, and that's involving some people in the AEW fan base. Now, if you're one of these AEW fans who thinks it's a great show, but realize that they're not a perfect product and give your own criticisms and critique on the product like I do, then this video is not for you. This video, the people that I'm calling out are the people who think that AEW is the end all be all. AEW is perfect and can do no wrong. I'm talking about you guys. I'm talking about you guys. Okay, so in case you guys don't know what happened, why I'm making this video in the first place. Well, last night obviously was AEW Blood and Guts. And people love the match for the most part. For the Blood and Guts match was a great match, at least in my opinion. And for the most part, with the general consensus, a lot of people thought it was a great match. But a lot of people were mixed on the ending. Some people liked it, some people thought it was underwhelming, and some people thought it was shit. every every single opinion was completely justified. I can see how the ending was good, but I can also see why the ending was underwhelming and bad. Hell, I made the review. If you guys saw my review last night of Blood and Guts, I thought it was a bit underwhelming. Like, you mean to tell me that AEW could have made it less obvious? Like, AEW made it extremely obvious that Jericho landed on cardboard. Like they should have shot it differently, but it didn't. Okay, and it kind of hurt the matchup a little bit. Now, I woke up to this morning of people, AEW fans. Now, again, this is not all AEW fans, but some AEW fans, I'm just going to call them crazy fans because that's what I think they are. They're crazy fans. Okay, but some crazy fans this morning said the argument that, what, like, you saying that the ending was bad? Like, what did you want Jericho to do? Jericho's 50 years old. What did you want to do? Want to die by landing on actual steel? Well, the people who were criticizing the ending never said that at all. Never said that at all. No, the people that said that the ending to Blood and Guts was bad or underwhelming / disappointing, they at any point, never said at any point that they wanted Jericho to land it on actual steel. Okay? Because we're not sick fucks. Okay? It's just these AEW fanboys were basically making an agenda. They were just making an agenda. They were just saying it because not many people are praising the ending. So what? So what? Not many people are praising the ending. Okay, I think the people that said that the ending was bad or disappointing, it's justified. It's justified. AEW could have done a better job shooting that. Okay, it just the ending felt so underwhelming because it felt so fake. It felt so fake. Okay, and again, if you guys like the ending, if you guys didn't have any problems with the ending, then you're entitled to your own opinion. Okay, I'm not bashing you for liking the ending. If you guys like the ending, good for you. Okay, but don't bash other people for having a different opinion than you do. See, it's AEW fanboys like you that gives the AEW fan base as a whole a bad reputation. Okay, some people have this reputation that all AEW fans are crazy. And obviously that's not the case, but it doesn't help if you AEW fanboys think that AEW is all perfect and AEW can't do nothing wrong. Like, come on. Look, I love AEW as much as you do. Okay, I love AEW. AEW and SmackDown are two of my favorite pro wrestling shows. Okay, I would argue AEW is my favorite show over SmackDown. Okay, but AEW, I'm sorry, AEW is not perfect. I want them to be perfect, but they're not perfect. They have problems from time to time. Okay? AEW is not this end all be all. AEW is not this perfect show. Trust me, I want AEW to be perfect, but it's not perfect. And you AEW fanboys need to understand that. Okay? The fact that you guys made an entire agenda just because you were mad at people criticizing the ending. How gullible can you be? Honest to God, how gullible can you be? Like, how pissed off can you be over an opinion? Okay? Like, you don't have to agree with their opinions. Okay? I'm not saying that you have to agree with their opinions. Okay? If you want to like their opinion, then more power to you. If you guys don't like their opinion, more power to you. But don't bash other people's criticism. If people don't like the ending, then just let them have that take. Let them have that opinion. Let them have that criticism. Okay? Stop making AEW a end all be all. Stop making AEW a perfect show, even though that's not the case. I love AEW, and again, I want AEW to be perfect. But like it or not, AEW is not perfect, and they need a couple of problems that they need to work on. Okay, like I'm trying not to be mad, but come on, really, like the fact that you made this entire agenda just really disappoints me and just really ruins the reputation of the AEW fan base as a whole. Okay, again, I'm not saying that you have to hate the ending. If you guys like the ending, then good for you. Okay, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But again, don't bash other people's opinions. Don't bash other people's criticism. If someone has a different opinion than you, fine. Okay? It's like the fact that people have different opinions and different criticism is not a life changing thing. Okay? It's not a life changing thing. Okay? So, yeah, that's basically all I gotta say in that aspect. Okay, but yeah, AEW fanboys, you need to stop being butthurt over other people's opinions. Stop being butthurt over other people's opinions. Okay? Capiche? AEW is not a perfect show. And another thing that makes this bad is that if we keep giving AEW this message that AEW is like doing everything perfect, and like if we keep giving AEW that message, then AEW is not going to fix the problems. Okay, yeah, AEW might not have as much problems as like a Raw or NXT, but AEW still has its problems. And if you keep giving this message to AEW that, oh, everything's fine, you don't have to fix everything, everything's fine, even though that's not the case, then AEW is going to say what it is as a mediocre, like good mediocre show. Okay, and I'm fine with good mediocre shows, but I want AEW to be a great show. I don't like good and mediocre is good and mediocre, but I want AEW to be great. But there's things that AEW needs to fix. But if you keep giving AEW and Tony Khan this message that everything is perfect, then AEW is not going to fix their problems. Okay? AEW is not perfect. Okay? AEW has its problems. Okay? If you guys think, like, again, if you guys think AEW Dynamite is a perfect show, then you're entitled to your own opinion. Okay? Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Okay? But don't bash other people for if they have a different opinion than you. Don't bash other people for having like different criticisms than you. Okay? Just because someone has a different opinion, a different take, or a different criticism, okay, it's not the end of the world. Okay? It's not like a life-changing thing. It's not like if someone has a different take than you that they killed your puppy or something. It's nothing like that. Stop overreacting, please. You're giving the entire AEW fan base a bad reputation by doing this shit. This needs to end. Needs to end. What happened today was too far. Too far. Okay? Please, AEW fanboys who acted this way today, for the AEW fanboys who acted this way today and say that, oh, Jared, like, for the people basically bashing other people for having different like takes and opinions, just stop. Please, just stop. Okay, it's okay to disagree with them. It's okay to disagree with them, but don't bash their opinions. Okay, stop it. I hate when WWE fanboys do it, and I hate when AEW fanboys do it. I hate when these fanboys in general just bash other people for having different takes or different opinions. Okay? I'm sorry. I love AEW, and in my personal opinion, I think AEW is the best show pro wrestling wise, but it's not like AEW has its problems that needs to be fixed. Okay? That's basically all I gotta say. Like AEW fanboys, stop bashing people's opinions. Stop bashing people who have different opinions than you. Okay? Because that is just ridiculous. Like, I don't want to see what happened today happen again. I hope it doesn't happen again. And I hope, yeah, I hope this doesn't happen again. But that's all I got to say on that. But before I go, I do want to leave on a positive note. Even though, like, blood and guts, like, even though, like, say what you want about AEW, like, I know some people love this show. Some people, like, thought it was alright. And some people thought it was, like, not really a strong show. But apparently, AEW Dynamite threw probably one of their biggest ratings yet, to the point where they were number one on TV. This is amazing. Now, I'm reading this from WrestlingInc.com. If you guys want to read the article, I forgot to put the link in the description, but after this video is over, I'm going to put the link in the description. So if you guys want to read the article, I'll try to put the link in the description after I finish this video. But here's what it has to say. Wednesday's Blood and Guts edition of AEW Dynamite drew 1.09 million viewers on TNT, according to Nielsen via show Buzz Daily. It should be noted that this was the fourth Dynamite episode to air unopposed after WWE NXT made its move to Tuesday nights. Oh man, you can click here for the ratings report on Tuesday's NXT show, which drew 761,000 viewers with a 0.18 rating and an 18 to 49 demographic. This AEW viewership is up 22.6% from last week's show, which drew 889,000 viewers for the Blood and Guts Go Home show. Dynamite ranked number 1 on the cable top 150 this week for the first time ever, with a 0.42 rating in the 18 to 49 key demographic. This is up 27.3% from last week's show, which ranked number 10 with a 0.33 rating in the key demos. This week's Dynamite show ranked number 26 in viewership, which is up from last week's 57th ranking. This week's AEW viewership was up 22.6% from last week, while the 18 to 49 key demos ratings was up 27.3% from last week's show, which went up against President Biden's address to Congress. Whew. In total views, the Blood and Gut edition of Dynamite ranked third out of our 4 episodes since NXT moved to Tuesday nights in April. However, Blood and Guts drew the second best 18 to 49 rating of the year. It was also the first time Dynamite ranked number 1 for the night in the 18 to 49 key demos. This week, AEW's viewership was up 49% from the same week in 2020, while the key demos ratings was up 50% from the same week in 2020. It should be noted that Dynamite went up against NXT last year. While AEW topped the night in the 18 to 49 demographic on the cable top 150 with a 0.42 rating, Tucker Carlson tonight on Fox News topped the night in viewership with 2,913 million viewers, ranking number 4 in the cable top 150 with a 0.22 rating in the key demos. And then blah, blah, blah. And there's this list right here if you guys want to read the article. And personally, good for AEW, man. Good for AEW. Okay? I will still say that AEW, don't get me wrong. Last night's show, in my opinion, was a good show. But I feel like it was one of their weakest AEW specials to date, if not the weakest special to date. But I still thought it was a good show. And the fact that it did extremely well, all I gotta say is good for AEW. Now, all they have to do is to keep the ball rolling. Okay, now is not the time to fuck up. Okay, now is not the time to fuck up. Okay, but yeah, this is good for AEW. Like, this is the very first time AEW ranked number 1 on TV. I'm proud of AEW. Like, personally, barely, I thought this show was definitely deserving of what it did last night. Just barely. Because again, I thought it was a good show, but it was like one of those, it was probably the weakest AEW special in my opinion. But again, I thought it was a good show, and I'm glad AEW ranked number 1 on cable. I'm very proud of AEW. There's nothing much to say there other than the fact that I'm extremely proud of AEW. Now AEW needs to keep the ball rolling with this. They can't fuck up anymore. Okay, but yeah, that's basically all I gotta say. I gotta go to bed because I'm extremely tired because I worked all day today. All day today, and I am extremely tired. But I just wanted to address this before I go to bed. But yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment, and if you guys like the content that I make sure you subscribe and leave the notification bell so that way you don't miss any of my videos. And until next time, this is Gabriel, and I'll see you next time in the asylum. Good night, everyone.